Hello, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to actually take you through my natural yoga flow. I wanted to share what I do intuitively when I stretch and do yoga. For me, my practice in yoga is something that I do to be soft on myself, but also to work through certain blockages when it comes to my body, emotions, feelings. And I love just flowing with whatever I feel intuitively because it allows me to really connect with my body and do whatever feels right. I also wanted to share this because I believe a lot of people think that yoga is something that you have to be perfect at or that you have to be super flexible to do, and neither of these are true. Yoga is about you. It's about connecting with yourself, about connecting with your breath, sitting and being still. It's very meditative. I like to do the poses that feel good, that make my body feel good. I like to work on the areas that I feel stiffness in and focusing on opening my breath work and flowing with my breath work. Because if you're not used to breathing, if you're not used to allowing your breathing to flow, you'll notice that you hold in a lot of things when it comes to the way that you breathe. This is one of my favorite poses, pigeon pose. It's almost like a split, but not quite. I just allow myself to sit and receive whatever is there for me. Sometimes it's painful, and then it eases out. But that's the point, is to work through those feelings of being uncomfortable and then flowing into it. Allowing your body to sit and feel anything that comes up. Nothing has to be perfect when it comes to your practice and what you do in yoga. As long as you feel like you're stretching your body, you're doing it correctly. I don't want to sit here and walk you through each pose. I'll allow you to try out the poses that you feel called to when you do your practice. But really, I'm sharing this so that you can be inspired and you can see how to flow with your body. Every time I do yoga, I just do what feels good. I'll redo the same poses until I feel more open and less tense. I'll do the poses as many times as I need to feel good, to feel like I've stretched my body enough. Until I feel light. This pose here is one that takes a lot of balance and being patient with the body. But I love that the way that it works out the spine and also the calf muscles. Feels really nice to sit in this pose. It takes balance and patience. I'll do poses as many times as I feel I need to until my body loosens and I don't feel as tight. And I don't feel as much tension. I love to go on my tippy toes. I love to work out the back. This next pose really channels my feline nature, the cat pose. Also allows you to focus on your breath work while stretching out the back. It's one of my favorites to sit in. This next one is also very, it can be uncomfortable, but once you work into it, it feels really nice to sit. It almost stretches out the stomach as well as the spine and the thigh area. It's very meditative once you work into it. Also allowing you to focus on the breath work. This pose I refer to as my warrior pose. I believe that's what it is called, but it really works out the leg area, the thigh area, and also opens up the sacral root chakra area. It's really nice to release this tension here in the legs and the feet. Can also be very uncomfortable, but once you work through it, it feels so nice. I think it's important throughout your yoga practice to just remind yourself that you're not aiming for perfection at any time during your meditation, during your practice. I think sometimes, especially when you just start out, you can get kind of hard on yourself and think that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing when it comes to stretching. But as long as you're being still, as long as you're being present with yourself, as long as you're being soft on yourself, you are doing it correctly. And I think that's a very intentional way to practice yoga. This pose is so grounding, especially when you get to the point where you can actually touch the ground. I remember when I first started stretching and doing my practice, I was not able to touch the ground when I did this pose, and now that I've been on the journey of stretching and practicing yoga more often, I can see the progress, even if it's just like small things, even if it's not major progress. It's nice to see yourself growing in a way that you know that you are evolving, that you are moving forward in something. The bridge pose is something that always feels really great for me. I don't do it all of the time, but when I do, I really feel like I am releasing and opening up all of the chakras. It's one of those poses that is, it's quite uncomfortable if you don't do it often. It really works out the spine. And this particular day, I felt that I needed it. And as I've been saying throughout this whole entire video, this is my intuitive flow, my natural yoga flow. And this is how I do yoga every time, is I just do what I feel called to do. Because our body knows what it needs. We know what we need to stretch. That's what I love about this practice, is that you can really just do whatever feels right, and that is enough. Towards the end of my practice, I always love to pay reverence to spirit as well as to my body, to my essence, and the ability to stretch. And this always solidifies and closes out the practice for me. Sending loving energy to all that is around me, as well as instilling it within myself. Taking time out to be still and see all that is around me. Seeing the divine show up in different ways. This is probably my